first off, it's all about the U. Good afternoon. Well, as you can tell, still things have to be worked on, but I'm happy that we got the victory today, 28-13 over Duke up in Wallace Way Stadium in Chapel in Durham, North Carolina. Nice way to bounce back after that embarrassment down at home last Saturday night to Florida State. There are some things we do have to work on, but overall I'm happy we got the win today. But there are a couple things I didn't like today. 12 penalties for 90 yards, 6 on the offense, 6 on the defense. The 6 on the defense is a concern because that keeps drives going. I didn't like while we gave up 81 yards in kick returns today to Duke. It's an improvement from the 145 we gave up to FSU last Saturday night. But there's still we need to work on. We need to get that fixed. We need to stop giving up those hidden yards and stop giving up field position like we did at times today. I like the fact that defense bounced back after that embarrassing effort against Florida State. We were +5 in the turnover margin. We picked off Renfrey 5 times and forced 7 turnovers today. The thing I didn't like was the fact that we lost 2 fumbles, and that against a good team, that's going to come back to bite you. So we got to get that fixed before we play Carolina next Saturday night at 7:30 on ESPN2, and I'll talk more about them Wednesday. Another thing I didn't like today is I didn't like the fact that we were 3 of 12 on third down conversions, only 26%. That, my friends, will not cut it. In the first half, on third down conversions, we were just 1 out of 8. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Now, on fourth downs, we went for it 4 times and we got a big 0 for today. 0 for 4. We did get 3 sacks today on Renfrey. But I like the fact our offensive line did not give up a sack today. I like the fact Jacory did not throw a pick today. That's a good sign. I mean, Jacory did get 2 touchdowns today, 1 rush, 1 throwing, one rushing. He was a little bit more smarter today than he's been in the past, but still he can be better. He can be better. Okay. Now, when I look at the numbers, Damian Berry was a man among boys today. 25 carries, 111 yards, and 1 touchdown. But he got those tough yards when we needed them. Mike James, another 8 for 84 today. I mean, he averaged 10.5 yards every time he touched the ball. I mean, but I also like that Greg Cooper got going. Yeah, he only rushed it twice for 12 yards, but when on returns today, I mean, this is a guy that can really do something when he's healthy. He can do something, but I did like a couple things today. I like the fact that, like I said, the defense forced 7 turnovers. McCain, the big guy, Reach, the 22-yard interception return for a touchdown pretty much put the game away. Sean Spence, 12 tackles today, 3 of them for loss. But Kelvin Kane, wow, he had 9 tackles, 1 for loss of 8 yards. I mean, he forced a fumble and he recovered a fumble. Vaughn Tullamack, 2 interceptions today. It was just, the defense has had a field day. I mean, we hurried their quarterbacks 5 times today. We sacked them 3 times for a total loss of 26 yards today. And we did what we had to do today. We got back on track. We got the W. When I looked at our field position, I like the fact that we started drives for overall from our own 32. But the thing that concerns me is Duke's starting field position for the game was their own 28. We need to get that fixed because we can't give Duke or any good team good field position then because they're going to come back and kill you. I mean, now while we gave up on the hidden yards, 81, like I said, a lot better than 145, that still has to get fixed. That still needs to be fixed. Okay? The return game on punt returns, the punt return defense was a lot better today than it was against Florida State. A lot better. So all that out of the way, I felt it was a good effort overall. Some things have to be worked on, but in the end, the only thing that matters is 28-13 Canes victory. That said, I want to give out the grades. First, offense, I'm going to give a C, and the reason for that is because we committed 6 penalties. There were some flashes of brilliance by Berry in the running game. Jacory had some good moments, no sacks, did not throw an interception today. Could be better in some spots, but offense has a little work to do. The defense, I'm going to give a B, and the reason I do that is because the reason it's not higher is because we committed 6 penalties on defense today, and that's something that's got. And we were a little bit sloppy at times there, especially giving up big chunks of yards. But overall, we forced 7 turnovers. We did an outstanding job pressuring the quarterback, sacking him 3 times. But again, we have to cut the penalties down, and we cannot give up big yardage on the ground. We have to do a lot better against the run. Because Duke today on the ground had 105 yards rushing. 105, that's good, but we need to fix that. But 292 yards overall we gave up to Duke today. That has to change. Special teams, I'm going to give a C, and the reason for that is, yes, we were better in some spots. Bosher had 3 punts aside the 20, but I didn't like the fact the field position was their own 28. That has to change, and the field position of ours, like I said, was our 32, so that has to get better. So when you look at that, I feel it could be better in some spots. Overall, I'm going to give it a C minus. Overall, like I said, there were some mistakes. We got to get those fixed. Cut the penalties down. In the end, I felt a good, solid effort gives us the win. My game ball had a lot to choose from, but my game ball goes to Damian Berry. 25 carries, 111 yards, 1 touchdown. Got the tough runs when we needed it, and kept drives moving. So Damian Berry is getting my game ball for this ball game. So what I'm going to do in the next segment is open the chat room and get your takes on this game today. So let me come back in the next segment and let's talk about this performance today and what we have to do in the next game. Be right back in the next segment.